Hi everyone and welcome to this week's guidance video. You're here with Karen Slater from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting. Your messages this week are for Monday the 22nd of May through to Sunday the 27th of May 2018. We are really being asked at this time to come back to our heart centers. We're really being asked at this time on the planet to really come back to self-nurturing and self-compassion and self-love and self-caring. And I've seen a question recently, that it was posted, how can we heal the world? And what I know to be true and what I know to be sure is that the external world is a reflection of our internal world. The external world is a reflection of the collective of humanity's expression and experience of life at this time. If we're wanting to change the external world, we have to start by changing our internal world. So what is the view of the world that you see when you look out into the world? When you look out, do you see abundance and opportunities and collaborations and support and love and networks? Or when you look out into the world, do you see destruction, fear, hopelessness, stress and anxiety? And so when we view the world in that way, we're adding to that collectively. We're adding to the stress and the fear of the world, which is why I actually turned all media off in 2013, to the disgruntlement of my family. But it has served me very well, because while there are things that I need to be aware of and need to know, I do understand this. I don't have to play into the drama of what's being presented to me. I choose to view only what I am wanting to energetically add to the collective. So the way in which we can, and Gandhi said it the best, is be the change you wish to see in the world. And Einstein, again, I'm saying this again, you cannot change a situation with the same energy that created it. That is actually, it's a form of insanity. It's like that insanity quote of doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And this is what we're doing. We're continuing to behave in the same ways. We're continuing to live our lives in the same ways. We're continuing to not have the planet and its welfare and its well-being be a priority. We're continuing to toxify our bodies with stress. You think every time your fight or flight response is activated, you are initiating the creation and the release of the cortisol, stress hormone in your body. So not only is that actually having a toxic effect on your body, it is actually toxically affecting your environment. And so I heard an awesome analogy the other day, and I can't remember the doctor's name off the top of my head, that I was once gifted the insight on one of my walks, and I was watching the lights of the sun twinkling on the water, and they were going in and out and in and out and in and out. And I was like, wow, that's what cells do. They go in and out, in and out, in and out. Particles go in and out, in and out. And as I was on this walk, I was like, what if we really just are cells in the belly of the universe? And that was a massive insight for me to have, to really think about. Even last night in the dark, I'm looking at my hand and you can't see your hand. So really, do I exist? If I'm looking at my hand in the dark and I can't see my hand, then all I am is the particles, because that's all we are. We're space, 99% space. So do I really exist in what makes me me? And so when you have light, then I can see my hand. And so the reason that we can even see the world around us, see what we're manifesting in this physical plane of existence, is because we have light. And the light reflects back what we perceive to be looking at. And so what is it that you're looking at? Look for the light in the world. Look for the good in the world. Look for what it is that you want to see in the universe. Because at the moment, if you're just looking out, expecting, oh, it's that again, oh, it's that again, oh, it's that again, oh, there it is again, then really all you're doing is setting up that expectation. That is what you're going to see every day. And so by bringing your focus back to self-love, self-acceptance, self-compassion, if you can't feel true compassion for yourself, then you are unable energetically, emotionally, spiritually, or physically to feel and experience true compassion for another person. It will be a semblance of it, but it will not be the deepest that you are capable of in your life. That goes for love, that goes for joy, that goes for happiness. If we cannot first experience it in ourselves for ourselves, then we can't experience it externally either. You can only experience externally to the ability that you have within you of what you're experiencing inside yourself. And so if you're wanting to create change in the world, start by creating change within yourself, your thought processes, your spiritual practices, the foods that you're putting in your body. What is it that what is your contribution to the collective? What is it that you're actually contributing to humanity? And I know that I want every day for my contribution to be one of light, of love, of raising vibration. And that doesn't mean that I don't feel negative towards myself or get stressed. I do. But the moment that I feel it or think it, it's like, right, come back to center. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What is it that I feel gratitude for? I am so blessed and grateful for where I am in my life. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you, universe, for providing me the playground for this human experience. I am enough. I am love. I am value. I am exactly as I should be, and that is perfect in the eyes of the divine. So the cards for this week, Doreen Virtues, beautiful crystal cards. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Make time. I love. Thank you, universe. Thank you, angels. You're amazing. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. And so this is really about going, you know what, I am worthy of being nurtured. I am worthy of being taken care of. I am worthy of putting myself first. And all of that self-care is going to come from me because I am worthwhile. And in order for you, again, this goes into being able to express yourself to the deepest and fullest of your abilities and your capacity, is to really recognize that you are worth it and to own that, because if you're continuing to wait to get that validation from outside of yourself, it's never going to come. People will try and give you what it is that you need, but they'll never be able to meet that because you are the only person who knows what it is that you need deep down inside of you. Thursday and Friday. Larimar, one of my favorite crystals, sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. Wow, this really is the theme this week. And I just love too, like the just the beautiful colors of this card as well. And the energy that this color brings is that real beautiful teal green and that beautiful blue. And so it's really about saying thank you, angels, for providing me with the insight and the opportunity to recognize where in my life I am not taking good enough care of myself. Thank you, angels, for showing me how I can take better care of myself so that I then have all that I need to take care of those who are relying on me. And so it is. We are so innate in wanting to serve. We're just born to nurture and care for all of those that are around us and those that we love. And so if we are not tending to our backyard, if we're not nurturing our gardens, if we're not tending our gardens, if we're not filling up our cups, then what is it that we actually have left to give to anybody else? There is this sense around us, and especially as women, that we've been conditioned to believe that it's selfish to look after ourselves, whether that's, you know, to do something that makes us feel good or to take time out or, you know, to put ourselves first. There's this conditioning that we have to put put everybody else first, and they'll come first and they're more important, we'll do that first, as long as they're happy, we're happy. That is not sustainable for the long term of your life. It really isn't. Energetically or spiritually, it's not sustainable. So at some point, and energetically also, law of attraction, we want to be saying to the universe that you matter. You want that message to be going out to every single person that's ever going to come into contact with you, for them to intuitively and energetically pick up from your aura, your auric field, your energy field, that you value you respect yourself, you love yourself, you nurture yourself. And there, in that moment, you will be demanding energetically that same response from every single person that comes into your awareness. Friday and Saturday, titanium rainbow quartz. I love this. I actually have this. It's stunning. It's beautiful. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. And so what I really feel is, I feel this is in relation to you. This is very much about self this week. The energy is very much about bringing the focus back to center, bringing the focus back to ourselves. Because we look so much, we look outside of ourselves. Of course we do. That's the way our eyes face out of our head. But you know, and it was Rumi that made that beautiful statement, or the beautiful poem, that of knocking on the door and opening the door and looking out always to try and see what's out there. And all that was ever needed was to actually turn around and look back in. So even in meditation, it's an inward journey. It's an opportunity to connect with the essence of who you are inside of yourself. And so the layers of you are the layers that you have accumulated over all of the years of self-protection, self-protection, self-protection. I can get through this. I can soldier on. I can do this. I can get through this. And there's this mentality that, you know, we have to be strong. It amazes me. I sound like I'm on a rant, but I'm so not. The energy really feels quite intense. You know, even as women again, and this doesn't mean that men don't do it as well, but primarily and traditionally, you know, it doesn't matter how unwell we are, it doesn't matter how low in energy we are, we still manage to pick kids up from school, cook meals, organize a family, organize a house, plus work a full-time job. You know, there's never just one thing that we're doing at any one time. We usually have this juggling that's going on of, you know, 5 or 6 balls of all different people and locations and jobs and lists, and I'm exhausted just talking about it. And so that's the real essence that's coming through to you, is that this is the time for you to stop. It's the time for you to take a breath. And it's time to start peeling back the layers, because what is it that you're actually protecting yourself from? Of course, unless you're in physical harm's way, then you need to leave. But I'm just talking energetically. If you're continuously protecting yourself in that way, then what you're doing is you're not allowing your heart to open to receive the love and the prosperity and the abundance and the joy and happiness and the magic that the universe has for you. Thank you, angels, for shining a light through all of the layers. Thank you for shining the golden light of the Christ consciousness. Thank you for beaming this energy through my cosmic soul star, through my crown chakra and into my heart center, and radiating this light throughout my whole body. And as it radiates from within my heart center, streaming out into the universe, thank you for sending this light through all of the layers that I have created over time. Thank you for keeping me safe. Thank you for keeping me protected. And thank you for allowing me to shine my light as brightly as I was born to shine, and so it is. I hope that these messages serve you well. I hope that you have a blessed week. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. It is not an accident that you're watching this. We are all energetically drawn to exactly where it is that we are meant to be. Check out my links for my online meditation classes. If you would like to have your own one-on-one reading with me, check out the link below. And I really look forward to connecting with you on a much deeper level again soon. Namaste, blessed be. Thank you. Bye.